What problem is often overlooked in apocalyptic movies, TV shows that could kill you? As bad as the show Revolution's overall plotting and pacing was, they generally did a good job of thinking about these kinds of little inconsistencies. There's a minor character who was a doomsday prepper before the apocalypse, but he didn't stock up enough on antibiotics. As a result, his daughter died of tetanus that he was unable to treat. A warlord kidnaps prisoners for blood because his wife has diabetes and needs constant transfusions of blood with sufficient insulin in it to survive. There's a doctor who keeps a collection of moldy fruit to harvest penicillium mold from it and make penicillin. Some characters try to go into an old subway tunnel, but nearly die because of lack of sufficient airflow down there without modern HVAC systems.
Those of us with shitty eyesight. Contacts only last so long. If your glasses break, you're fucked.
Like the guy in Twilight Zone who just wanted time to read.
It's not fair.
There is a distinct lack of worry about clean water. Also, in almost every conflict in history, disease has killed more people than the actual war. You rarely see a flu wipe out half of the people in a zombie movie, but honestly, it would.
The Walking Dead actually had a whole part about them all getting sick with Spanish flu, I think. Gasoline has a shorter shelf life than is portrayed in these movies/TV shows, so after a year nobody would really be driving anywhere. It wouldn't necessarily kill you, but it's one of those things that bothers me because it's never really addressed. Mad Max addressed this and made it a plot device. The need for new gas is the premise of Road Warrior. Any infection, any chronic disease, food poisoning, allergies, basically all those things that healthcare provide that we take for granted.
Greater than any chronic disease. Many apocalyptic books either address or use it as a plot point. You either have what I call and this is when the diabetics die paragraph, or it is used as plot points in books like Lucifer's Hammer or 1 Second After. Any good apocalyptic books you recommend? Wow, thanks for all the recommendations, everyone.
Lack of dental care. A dental infection can take you out right quick. And without treatment that hurts.
Anyone with braces is probably a little fucked.
Enough atomic fireball candies and those bitches pop right off sauce. My orthodontist hated me. Clean drinking water. I don't think people really appreciate how much water is needed for a group of people to survive. Clean bullet holes. Next episode everyone is okay half the time, and off to murder more zombies before cannibalizing the next group. Your shirt alone would be filthy enough to cause mild chafing, which in turn would cause infection. But everyone's whites are whiter than mine. And bullet holes and axe wounds heal up just fine with our state-of-the-art medical facility and dry cleaning services.
Natural disasters. You'd have no fucking clue if a hurricane, flash flood, typhoon, monsoon, or other Sharknado events were coming.
I didn't even know what to do when my fridge broke. I just moved.
Classic shell strop move.
Everyone always seems to know where to go. If it were me, I'd die because I can't find my way back to base or something.
I always assumed directionally challenged people like me already died. Like running for the door and smacking into a wall, followed by the zombies eating you?
They never talk about optometry. What am I going to do if my glasses break in the apocalypse? I'm fucked. I can't see shit without these. They won't last me forever. Should be plenty of bespectacled corpses around. I remember a few years ago there was startup or something that was making glasses filled with a fluid that allowed self-tuning of the RX. I feel like Stephen King addressed this a bit in the expanded version of The Stand. People who survived the plague, like 0.001% of the people on Earth, but managed to die because of an infection, or suicide, or getting too drunk and falling into the pool. I think it would be the little, random things that might be cause for an ER/urgent care visit currently, but could turn potentially deadly very quickly.
Oh God, that chapter sucked. The little kid who fell through a rotting floor. The guy who fell off his bike and hit his head. The guy who got appendicitis and they performed a makeshift appendectomy but the guy died during the procedure. Don't forget the chick that locked herself in a refrigerator.
Diarrhea. So many things can cause it, and it used to be, well, still is in the least developed countries, quite lethal, mostly for babies and children.
I have minor IBS so I poop when I'm stressed. I'm a goner.
Footwear. Wrong footwear, damaged footwear, lack of socks, wet feet, open wounds. Once your feet are screwed, so is the rest of you. I agree, but seriously, you could hit any strip mall and find 5,000 pairs of shoes in your size. Multiply that times all the strip malls and stores and you'll be fine on footwear. Ugly? Maybe, but fine.
I'd say clean socks and underwear would be 100x the problem that footwear would be.
Minor injuries, lack of hygiene.
Infection.